All right, y'all. Good afternoon. World's first and only dark skinned activist is in the building. Y'all, I got a special treat for you guys this afternoon. And I actually hope, I don't know if you know about Marcus from Atlanta Street Interviews, since you're in Atlanta. I hope you reach out to Marcus from Atlanta Street Interviews, and I hope to see you on there. But I'm honored to have you on here. I got the brother Kenneth here that wants to come and talk to us about some of the struggles that he has been going through since moving to Atlanta. And I hope you guys got your popcorn ready and you ready to sit back and listen and learn and understand, because as you guys know, I do have a soft spot in my heart for homeless Black people, because I was homeless myself, and I know how it feels. And so I like to hear the stories of people that have gone through homelessness, and I'm always looking for a happy ending to see that person get out of homelessness, do well for themselves, get back on the right track, and make some progress. So I hope you guys open up your hearts and ears and listen. Also, make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you share this video. And before the brother starts, I want to just shout out his Cash App right quick, so you guys can take note of it. It's a $ KJMACGEE. So that's $KJMacgee. Once again, KJMACGEE. So hopefully you guys will make a donation and support. So I'm gonna shut my mouth and I am going to let you go ahead and tell your story. Without further ado, I got Kenneth here in the building to tell y'all about what it's like to come to Atlanta and struggle as a Black man.
All right. How is everybody doing? First of all, thank you for having me on to tell my story and to share my story. Actually been looking for an opportunity to do that. To start, I moved to Atlanta. First of all, let me say that I'm a comedian. I was living here in Atlanta some years ago and started doing comedy, and decided that I wanted to come back to Atlanta after recently. I think I came back in 2021 after my mom passed. I'm from Mobile, Alabama. And I just decided that it was a better time to come after mom passed. I just thought, come on back. Had a little something going for myself at the moment. And so I just thought, this was what better time now to come on back to pursue the career of comedy. So, I came, and I had things lined up like I thought, had apartments set up. But then when I got here, I don't know, things just kind of took a left turn for me. Just like the minute I came here, I came here with transportation. Like I said, I came here doing pretty good, little money, couple of bank accounts. Like I said, otherwise I wouldn't have did that. But I came thinking that everything was going to be all right. Like I said, I came to pursue a career in comedy. So that was my main goal, to try to, pursue a career in comedy. And like I said, as I came down here, I don't know, things just kind of didn't go as planned. Went to the left. A lot of stuff blew up in my face. And yeah, I, wound up, having actually came here with a job to start off. I did come here with work. Like I said, had some things lined up. I was thinking things was going to work out. Cause like I said, I did come here with work, was working at a hotel. So me having jobs wasn't really an issue when I first came here. So that wasn't a problem. And so, like I said, but things just kind of, like I said, took a left turn. And like I said, I'm in the position that I'm in. I started working at I did a few odd jobs. The first job, like I said, I was working at a hotel. I think that's the first job I had, working through a temp service. And I did that for a little while. All while I'm doing that, though, like I said, things kind of took a left turn for me. So all while I'm doing this, I'm kind of struggling out of my car. And so I'm, out of my car. I had apartment that I thought was going to go through, but that didn't go through. So now I lost, thousands of dollars for the down payment. You have to put down payments on for that. And that's gone. So now I'm trying to find hotels. I had actually booked a hotel. I think I want to say I paid about $600 or $700 for that. And when I came here, for whatever reason, that didn't go through. So now I didn't stay in the hotel, but I done spent money for that. So that's kind of what led to that. So now I'm in my car. I'm working, living out of my car, working at this hotel. Did that for a few months. This was when like I said, when I first got here. Then I was, in and out of. For a minute, I was kind of trying to be in and out of these rooming houses. Found a rooming house, like I want to say, on the west side. And again, that was drug infested, which I don't do drugs. But I was around a lot of people who do drugs. And so that didn't go well. So now I wind up working at in Gwinnett County. I wind up in Gwinnett County, which I did find a job that I actually enjoyed, working at the cleaning authority, which I do enjoy cleaning. I learned that about myself, that I do enjoy cleaning. I like cleaning so much so to recently I decided to try to start my own cleaning business called Whole Spot Clean LLC, which is what I was in the process of trying to do recently. I had an incident at the cleaning authority, which I feel horrible for, which kind of led me, to not work there. And, I would have to take that one on the chin. I, kind of overreacted and had an incident that took place. Again, like I said, I'm not particularly happy at all about that. But, kind of led me, to not have that job. And so now, I wind up working at, after leaving there, I wind up working at Atlantic Station for a little while. And like I said, I'm doing all these odd jobs, doing all these different things, trying to stay on my feet, trying to, like I said, after that whole incident at the cleaning authority at my job, like I said, I enjoyed that job. And after that, I was just, really kind of done after that. It's just like after that, really it got bad. It was already bad, but it really got bad. And everything really hit the fan after that, because that was a really good job. I really enjoyed that job. The people there was nice. The young ladies was nice. Everybody was like, it was like a family oriented job. And like I said, it was a lot going on at the time. Like I said, I was living out of my car, and, I just kind of had a moment, an emotional moment where, that happened. But ever since that mistake I made, I was trying to, I know we all make mistakes, and, a lot of us do things that we're not proud of. And, of course I did something that I wasn't proud of, but the main thing there was I did something that I wasn't proud of, that I wasn't happy with, but we got to keep sometimes we fall, we got to get back up, and we got to keep moving. And that was, my goal. Yeah, I didn't like what it did. I tried not to wallow in that, and I tried to move forward. And that's when I decided to try to start my own business. Like, what am I good at? What can I do, to try to, move forward with this thing? So then I decided to start my own cleaning business. Like I said, it's called Whole Spot Clean. And again, ever since that mistake, I'm trying to correct it, still trying to move forward. Like I said, we all make mistakes, we fall, but we shouldn't stay down. We should get up. We shouldn't wallow in our mess. And this is what I call myself doing, trying to, move forward, trying not to focus on the mistake I made, because I know a lot of us, we do that. We make mistakes. I know I'm bad at it. We make mistakes. We do horrible things, and sometimes we can't move forward because we're so busy focused. I'm bad at it. I'm saying that because I do that. I'm so busy focused on the mistake that I made, till sometimes it's hard to move forward. So
can I ask you a question? I just want to interject a second. I was just listening to you, and I noticed that you kind of like repeated about the mistake, so it seems like you're kind of like still bothering you. Do you mind if I ask, like, what happened? What was the mistake? What, do you want to go into that? Or
I mean, yeah, I don't know if I really want to get into it, but I will say this. I will touch on it a little bit. I had an incident where, I was working with a young lady that me and her kind of hit it off for a minute. And, we had a little something going on for a little second, we was kind of vibing, things was vibing, but, I don't know what happened. She made a comment to me, and like I said, I got into my feelings, and I went to the job, and, I wasn't very happy about that. I just touched on that. I really don't want to get into it, because like I said, I'm not very happy with that, but did that, and like I said, I just got into my feelings about it. But the good thing about it, the positive about that is that I did have a chance to talk to the job. They responded back to me about something, and they wanted to talk to me about it. So it might be a possibility that I might be able to correct that and get that job back. So, but yeah, that is kind of just the brief side of what happened. Like I said, me and her had a little situation. We was doing good at first. We worked together. We liked each other. And then, like I said, I don't know what happened. She, felt like it maybe wasn't going to work out, and I didn't respond well. And so that's what that was about.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
And as far as like you said, when you first came to Atlanta, you had plans on being a comedian.
Yes.
Do you still have those aspirations?
I definitely do. I have the aspirations of being a comedian and doing my cleaning business. I have the idea. I got this idea to try to mix the two together. And how I came up with that idea is what I realize is that I'm very entertaining when it comes to people, and I'm very personable. I can, when I go into these people's houses, I tend to kind of make their day, make them laugh, along with I seen some of the other young ladies that was able to do that too. So I thought maybe why can't I just blend the two, and kind of I came up with this idea to start something called the Funny Cleaner. And just kind of entertain the people while we're in their house. I know that the job is to clean, but I want to leave an impression with people. I want to leave a smile on people's faces. So yes, I do still have the aspirations of doing comedy, but I wanted to mix it with cleaning because I'm just as good at cleaning as I am with making people laugh.
That's a good idea. Do you have like a YouTube channel where people can follow you?
Yeah, I do. I don't do anything on it, unfortunately. I do be on Instagram a lot, and I do have a lot of videos, a lot of little funny little snippets or little clips. I actually did a video not too long ago that actually went viral.
Oh, really? Do you want to give the people your social media contacts, your Instagram, your whatever social media you got?
Yeah, so my bear with me because I'm trying to remember. My brains ain't at 100%. Like I said, got a lot going on. But Instagram is, I want to say, it's Kenny J, funny Kenny J. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Like I said.
And are you on any other social media, or is it just Instagram?
I'm on Facebook, Kenneth McGee. You can look me up at my name, Kenneth McGee. Yeah, so Facebook and Instagram. I'm on TikTok, but I don't remember my TikTok. And I don't really do much on TikTok.
Okay. I just want to ask you, have you ever heard of Atlanta Street Interviews?
Sounds familiar, to be honest.
I really think that you should and the reason why I mentioned the Atlanta Street Interviews, because you are in Atlanta, and the dude, his name is Marcus the Interviewer. And if you go, like, if you Google, or I'm sorry, if you YouTube Atlanta Street Interviews, you're gonna see all these interviews come up. And his channel literally specializes in interviewing homeless Black people in Atlanta, and he has a very huge reach. And you can contact him very easily. You can email him if you YouTube Atlanta Street Interviews, and you go to the about section, you'll see his email there. Yes, and you can interview him, and you let him know, like you did with me, your story, because I think your story would be very interesting, and it'll fold over to Atlanta Street Interviews. I think you would make a great interviewee for Atlanta Street Interviews because he specializes in that. Also, another reason is because he got a big reach, and he lets you. He's better at the technology than I am. So your Cash App, he'll display it like at the top, as he's interviewing you, and it's like literally he has thousands and thousands of followers. So that's why I mentioned him. And he get a lot of females on his channel, and they do tend to get the most views. but he's also, from what I've seen, very friendly to black males. He will interview you. So I hope you
Okay.
reach out to him and contact him, because I think your
Atlanta
story
Street
is very
interviews.
interesting.
Yes. Did you say Atlanta Street interviews?
Atlanta Street, all you got to do is type in Atlanta Street interviews on YouTube, and believe me, it's gonna pop right up.
All
So
right.
yeah,
All right.
I think your story is interesting. I mean, a comedian that cleans. I mean,
Yeah.
that's that's interesting. It really is.
Yeah. Yeah. And so yeah, that's like I said, that's what I that's what I decided to do after making the mistake, like I said, and trying to just figure out something that I could do to move forward. And so recently I had a situation that, like I said, I'm trying to clean up my mistakes and trying to move forward. And I started this, like I said, this whole idea. And at this moment, I wound up, after I left the Atlantic Station, I wound up at a smoke shop, and started dealing with. At this point, I'm thinking I'm starting to deal with a lot of shady people. Let's just say that. And I started working at a smoke shop after after everything, and met this guy, and he had just started this smoke shop. And what happened was, it was so many people breaking into this smoke shop, and I wound up meeting him because I was washing my clothes, and he's at the laundromat next door. And like I said, I was living out in my car, and so I was washing my clothes, and so I just happened to go next door because at the time, I like vapes. I vape a lot, so I went next door to see what kind of vapes he had or whatnot. And so me and him kind of hit it off. Told him the situation, and so I kind of let him know what was going on with me. And so eventually I started kind of just parking in by the store, because it was hard to go places and park at places and without police bothering me. I went through that a lot. That was horrible. I mean, I couldn't go nowhere. I mean, Waffle House, anywhere I went to park, it was just, I couldn't go nowhere. So I was
and that's something that I'm like, that I want to understand too better. I'm glad you touching on that. Like, homeless black folks living out of their cars, and the stuff, the challenges that you face, like when you have to park the car to go to
yeah.
sleep, or like, how does all that work? Like, are you still living out your car right now at this moment?
Yeah, so unfortunately, I'm leading to that. So I'm glad you jumped to. Let me just jump to that, and then I go to your question. But no, I unfortunately do not have my car because my car got stolen. I was working at McDonald's, and had a situation with that, and so now I'm just out here now. I'm just out. I do not know where I'm going tonight. And how I lost my car is, the situation I told you about with the young lady. Well, she started back talking with me, and like I said, I kind of got a little bit in my feelings about that. I wasn't ready to talk to her. Nothing happened. I didn't do anything. It's just that I was in my feelings. I was happy, but it was a lot going on. I was so overwhelmed, and so I deal with some mental health issues as well. So I decided to call to get some help. Now, mind you, when I had my car, I got pulled over. What I was telling you about with the smoke shop guy, I got pulled over because my tag was expired. And so my car, like I said, I'm just trying to share this real quick so I can get to your question. But no, I do not have my car now. It got stolen. But to touch on that, to go back to what you were saying, yeah, it's a lot of challenges just finding places to park. People, yeah, that's just that in and of itself. The parking situation was the biggest to me.
Kenneth,
Yeah.
make sure you're coming in the lens of the camera so we can see your
Okay.
face. There you go. There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
You might want to
Yeah.
come a little bit closer so we can see your face.
Yeah.
Can I also ask, because I do want to get to ask you a little bit more questions about the car, but you said you had some mental health issues, and do you mind touching on what some of those issues are?
No, I don't mind. I do not. Yeah, I deal with bipolar, depression, and separation anxiety. I have OCD and post-traumatic stress disorder. I had a lot of stuff going on in my childhood. Was abused, had some sexual abuse going on. So yeah, had a lot of that going on in my childhood.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I truly am sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
And that's why I was saying to you, I hope that you, when you get off from here from with me, because I don't know Marcus's email off the top of my head, but I'm hoping that you reach out to him and email him, because I think that you would do have a great interview on his channel.
Yeah,
And a lot of times men don't talk about sexual abuse. It's the focus is mainly on women. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that that's something important to touch on. And I think personally, I think Marcus is good at pulling that out of people. But I'm very sorry to hear that. Um,
Yeah.
you do you have any family? Like tell us about your family. Like I know
So like
I believe you said your mom passed.
yeah, my mom passed. I'm originally from Alabama. I'm from Mobile, Alabama. Roll Tide, Roll Tide. So I don't know if it's any Alabama fans, Auburn fans on here, but Roll Tide. So yeah, I'm from Alabama. My mom passed in 2020. Um, and so I got family, but I don't have any family here. I had a couple of friends that I actually moved up here that I thought was cool, and then, like I said, that's where it hit the fan. So I had a couple of friends that encouraged me to come on back, and when I came back, they were nowhere to be found.
Wow. Yeah. It
Yeah.
just
So
sounds like it's a mixture of trauma from your childhood and some bad setbacks. Um, are you on any type of medication, stabilization medication, or anything like that?
um, I mean, yeah, yeah, because I was going in and out of recently. Like I said, I when um everything happened, I went in before. No, but I was, but then I was, I'm gonna be honest and transparent with this. Like I said, I don't do drugs, but I was real heavy on weed smoking for a while. But
Hmm.
I I've been clean from that for about 200 days now. So I even let that go. And so that's how I was self-medicating. And but when I went into I was going into these different mental health hospitals, and they put me on some medications. So I have some medications that like help me sleep to try to, kind of calm my tone, my mood down, because I kind of go through a few mood swings and stuff like that. But since I've been out here on the street, I hadn't been able to have my medicine.
No, so you haven't been on your medication consistently since you've been homeless, is what you're saying?
Yes, yes. Since I've been, yeah, I
Okay.
haven't been able to get it. So I haven't, but I mean, it's, I don't want to sound any kind of way when I say this, but I'm not saying I don't need my meds, because I do. But I found other ways to deal. Like I work out a lot. I'm in the gym a lot, so I don't know how I find time to go to the gym. I guess I don't got nothing else to do, so I managed to pay for a gym membership when I go to I get a little money from the plasma center, so I stay in the gym. So that helps me a lot. It really
Okay.
does help my mental a lot, a lot.
Yeah, I'm a runner myself, and I find that running is like, and exercise is like mental medicine for you. Not saying that, like you said, the medication. I'm an advocate that a person should take medication if they need it, but
Yeah,
also supplementing it with stuff like exercise is really
yeah.
great. Um, so you got some mental health issues there, and you coping with it the best way you can. Do you, when you talk about not being able to get access to your medication, is it because, like, what's the reason for that? Like if there was a hospital where you can go and get a prescription, can you get it ongoing, or how does that work?
Well, I don't know. I just think I've been, and again, no excuses, but lack of transportation. Like I said, my transportation gone, can't get to certain places, and then like when I had my car, a lot of my doctors is way out, way out in Gwinnett County, and now I can't move around, so I can't get to it. I don't have my insurance done ran out. Like when I was at Peaceful recently, my insurance done ran out, so I have problems with my insurance. So it's stuff like that.
I see. Well, let me ask you this, because you know best, how you can be helped. What do you think, for the people that's listening, whoever God sends to listen to this, what do you think is the best thing to do to help you? Like, what if somebody said, okay, I want to help you? What is the best thing that you feel like they could do to help you?
Wow, that's okay. Well, I mean,
I mean, I'm gonna let him. Sorry, I'm cutting him off. I'm just letting everybody know I am gonna send you a donation, and I'm
yeah.
hoping that everyone finds in their heart to send Kenneth a donation. I just want to quickly say the Cash App. It's $KJMACGEE $KJMACGEE. I will be sending Kenneth a Cash App when we're done with this live, because I mean, I listen, I don't know you, we just met, but I personally I have a lot of compassion for people and the situations that they go through. Even though I talk a lot of shit on my channel against Darkism, I talk a lot of shit. But one thing about me, after I'm done talking all my shit, I will help you. So I am encouraging everyone to find it in your heart to donate. Y'all helped out the homeless brown skin girl. We got her back to Phoenix. We got her some donations. We even got her a job. So now y'all can find in y'all heart to help Brother Kenneth. Once again, his Cash App is $KJMACGEE. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue. Tell us what you think we could do to help you.
And so yeah, that will one thing. It will help me get somewhere to stay, give me a roof over my head at least for tonight. Give me somewhere. I need somewhere because I do not know where I'm going tonight. I've been lately I've been into shelters, and it's a couple of shelters that I feel like I was telling a friend of mine, I feel like I might well just be on the street. It's so I'm just trying to find, get somewhere to stay, a hotel room. I'm trying to figure out, my phone got to stay on. And I'm trying to get something going until I do, because I do have a job interview going coming up March the 1st. So
that's
I would
awesome.
like to yeah, so I am looking for work, and like I said, I do have, it's a possibility that I might even get my old job back at the cleaning authority, which is what I hope for, which is what I'm really hoping for. So because I really enjoy cleaning, but yeah, so I have that going. So like I said, something that just hold me over until I can get on my feet and get my own money. Because like I said, there is a job interview coming up, and I'm out here right now. I'm actually out here. That's kind of why I lost track of time, because I'm in the process of looking for work.
Okay, so and I'm glad you answered that, because I was gonna ask you also, like, what are you doing to change your situation and get out of your situation? And you just told us that one of the things is you were looking for work, and you have a job interview that's coming up on March 1st. So
yes.
That's excellent.
Yes. So yes, and like I said, my goal is at some point to, this is, I mean, this is something down the line. This is something down the line. What I need now is, like I said, a roof over my head. I would like my phone bill to be paid, because it's coming up, and mainly, like I said, just something where I can be all right until I start working, and then, like I said, so I won't have to be worrying about where I'm going to be at.
I
But
understand
eventually,
that. Can I ask you, have you applied for the food stamps, Medicaid, and all that good stuff like that?
So yes. So that's another thing. Like I said, I'm doing my best. I'm putting my best foot forward. Thank you for asking that, because I just left Mercy Care today, and I don't know. You said you're not in Atlanta, so I'm not sure if you heard of Mercy Care. But
No, I'm actually in Florida.
Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, I went to a place called Mercy Care, where they do help with. It's a lot of different things they help with, and so I did case management today. And one of the things they help with is finding guys like myself some place to stay. And so I set up with case management. So I did get approved for that today. So I got to go through the whole process of that. They said that I might even qualify for a housing voucher. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm going through the process of that. So I'm working with that. They help with, to answer your question, they help with Medicaid. They help with a lot of different things. Food stamps. I had food stamps at one time. I even started my Social Security back up. So I was able to get a Social Security lawyer to jump on my Social Security case. So I do have some irons in the fire on my own.
I
then I'm
see
working
that.
toward
I
my
love
own.
it.
So, so I'm
Y'all
just
hear this?
asking. Right. So I just asking for people to help me out. And all I need is a little push because I'm doing what I
Yeah.
can on my own.
You just
And
need
so,
something to hold you over until you're able to get all this stuff like final. I get exactly what you are
yeah,
saying. Once again, guys, I want to shout out Kenneth's Cash App because I want to push it and ask you guys to find in the kindness of your heart to make a donation. I will be making a donation when I get off this live myself. Kenneth's Cash App once again is $KJMACGEE. Once again, $KJMACGEE. And just know that I'm doing this live off of my phone and I didn't know how to open up the chat. But when I get home on my laptop, I'm going to go post Kenneth's information on this so that you guys can come back, and I'm asking that you would please make a donation. Not just
yeah,
so yeah.
yeah. You went out for a minute. I didn't hear you.
No, I was just
Yeah, you going?
saying that I'm gonna put your Cash App in my description once I get in front of my laptop at home because I'm recording this off of my phone and I do not know how to
Okay.
open up the chat. So, but I'm definitely gonna do it. But I want to encourage everybody to donate, y'all. We all need help. We should help each other. And I see exactly what Kenneth is saying. He's doing all this work to, get the resources that he needs to get himself together, got a job interview, got a housing voucher possibly in the works. You've applied for other state benefits. So you are putting forth your best effort. You just need something to hold you over. So I hope that once
Yeah.
again, you guys could donate. The Cash App is $KJMACGEE.
Yes. Yes. So, yeah. I mean, I really do appreciate this whole opportunity to talk about my story. I do kind of want to touch on again a little bit more about what happened to my car and the McDonald's situation and the situation at the smoke shop. I'm a very, very loyal person. At least I think I try to be. And as I said, when I met this guy, we was cool, and he, let me park. Like I said, we had all kind all kinds of little situations with my car, and when I finally found somewhere to park, that was, that he let me park there. Again, like I said, living out the car is challenging, because most people, I get a little jealous of a lot of people that go home and get to sleep in their bed when I, sleep in the car seat. You know what I'm saying? But it's it can be a little challenging, but
I
you cramp
understand.
up. You know what I'm saying? You got to cramp up. You can't stretch out. But right now I miss my car. I ain't gonna lie. I miss that car right now. I wish I had it right about now. But yeah. So yeah, like I said, but it was a good little situation with the guy at the smoke shop at first. I had a place to park without nobody bothering me. Um, and like I said, this guy had just opened up this smoke shop, and I don't know if he had it open 3 months, maybe 4 months, and in that time he got broke in 3 times. So
Good Lord.
right, so he got broke in 3 times. So one day I'm actually in the parking lot, asleep in the car, and the store got broke in. Now I'm out. I don't hear this. I hear something, but I'm out. I don't really pay attention to it. I peek up, and then I don't really see nothing, so I lay back down. Next thing I know, he's knocking on my window, my car window, and I look up, and he was like, "Man, you ain't hear this? It's police everywhere. The front window busted out." So at this point, now he lets me stay in the store, and I'm actually security at the store. So this whole thing lasted. It started with the security at the store. Like I said, at this time I'm still working at Atlantic Station. Again, I'm doing everything I can do to try to come out of my situation. I'm like I said, I'm a big believer in God. My mom is a pastor, and I'm real big on that. My mom raised us in the church. I'm adopted, by the way. So let me touch on that. I am adopted, and my mother that passed away, she's the one that adopted me, and she was the one that that's the pastor. And so she raised us in church. So I really am big on that. And so I really kind of surrendered and said, you know what? Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, God, but I even, tried to join a church, and that didn't go well. And so now I'm church hurt. I
Wow.
don't want to get into that, but now I'm church hurt because I had an issue with that, all going through the whole, all this happening at the same time while I'm at the smoke shop. So, like I said, I'm loyal to this guy, and I think some time went by. Well, I was working with him for 8 months. Like I said, I started when I was there. I was working at Atlantic Station, and it was just kind of like a stay in the shop type of thing, just to protect the shop. That's kind of all it was at first. And I was still working, but then it went from that to me actually being there all the time. He let me stay in there, and so now I'm actually running the shop to a point where I'm running that shop. That man got business. Ain't nobody breaking in that shop now. It's business coming in there and everything. So to make a long story short with that, I guess, he got tired of me being in the shop, and in order to get me out of there, he decided to take because I told you my tag is expired, and he knew that. So I found this out later on after I got pulled over, that he knows some police, and so he took the tag, my tag number, and I got pulled over, and he tried to get me hemmed up with some drugs, and I told him I didn't want to deal with drugs, but
Oh my
had him in the car, and so when the police pulled me over, the drugs was actually in my car. It was a lot. I went through a lot, and thank God the police didn't see the drugs, because that would have been I wouldn't even be talking to you right now.
You know what? Yeah. We're gonna have to do like a part 2 to this, where I have like a lot more time, so we can really, because you got a lot of stuff to tell. And I told Kenneth before we went live that I only had a certain amount of time, but I definitely would like to do like a part 2 follow-up with you,
Yes.
so that you can finish and continue telling us your story.
Yes.
Yeah, I would love to do that, because it's just a lot that you need to speak on.
It's a lot. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take up all the time.
No, you're fine. It's just time. I'm in a time crunch today, but I had promised you I was gonna get this done. I really wanted to do it, but I would love to, if you want to come back and do like a follow-up, maybe like in a week or so, and we can see what's going on with you and that kind of thing. But I'm definitely honored to have you here to tell your story. I appreciate it. And I definitely pray that the people that are listening, God touches their heart to make a donation. Like I said, I am going to make a donation once I get off this live. And you shout your Cash App out again.
So again, thank you for having me on. I appreciate that. I was looking for a place to tell my story, and thank you for giving me that opportunity. My Cash App again is kjmacgee. That is $kjmacgee. So please find it in your
Is your picture on there? Is your picture on there?
Yes, it is.
So we'll see your face.
You don't see my face?
Yeah, I'm asking you, will we see your face when we go to the Cash App? Because I want to make sure I get it to the right person.
Yes, I have on a red. I have on a red jacket. I got bald head with a red jacket, and I got a thick beard.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna have to end this live, but again, I do want to let y'all know I want Kenneth to come back, and we want to do another part to this when I have like a whole heap of time. But I ask once again that you guys make a donation. I'm going to make a donation as soon as I get off this live with Kenneth. Also, Kenneth, I want you to promise me that you're gonna please reach out to Marcus. I think that he would interview you. I really do. Yes. You're right there in Atlanta.
Yes, I definitely will. And what am I Googling again?
Atlanta Street Interviews. Atlanta Street Interviews. Yes. If you go to YouTube and you type in Atlanta Street Interviews, you're gonna see his channel. And if you go to the About section, I believe his email is probably in that About section. And you could just shoot him an email And I would love to see you interviewed on Atlanta. I'll be watching because I'll be following Atlanta Street Interviews. I've been watching his channel since it first started. So
Yeah,
I think you would make a great interviewee to tell your story. And he got way more reach than me. And you know, I would love to see you on there. So I hope you would promise that you would go email Marcus, contact him.
I definitely will. I was looking for some. I was hoping this gave me some opportunities to speak to other people. So yes, I definitely will do that.
That sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan. So I thank you and
Thank you.
for having you today. I appreciate it. And I will be sending you a donation shortly. My heart truly goes out to you. It really does.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me on. Look
All
forward
right.
to
Thank you
it.
all for watching. And once again, I'm gonna plug Kenneth's Cash Out one more time. That's $KJMACGEE. Y'all got it? Good. All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon. Bye, Kenneth.
All right. Holla.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.